How do you know if getting a battery is right for you? In the first instance, in order to access some of the rebates that are available, quite often you need to have solar on your roof already, or you need to be able to install solar to access the rebate. Usually for a battery, it's quite a good idea because obviously it gives you that energy independence of a nighttime. Solar's great in the daytime, but the sun doesn't shine at nighttime, so a battery gives you that additional energy independence. So it's a great way to really help reduce your bills and make the most out of storing energy a little bit later in the day. Really, you want to look for a larger sized battery if you can afford it, and have a big enough battery to cover your load of an evening or of a nighttime. When you're deciding on a battery, the things you can think about are the inverter size that you're going to be using, size of the battery. Obviously, we have a list of compatible batteries available that you can research and make sure that you're getting a battery that we can control. You also want to think about the PV that you have installed and if we can control the PV inverter or the solar inverter. And something you probably want to ask your installer about as well is if you have any sort of an export limit. So that's the amount of power that you're able to send back to the grid at a specific time. So those are all probably some of the key things that you want to think about when you're thinking about a battery and talking to your installer. So when should you think about amber? It's probably a good thing to think about amber before you actually have your installation done and when you're at the quoting stage. So when you're looking at different options of installers and hardware and so on and so forth. Reason being is that there are a few kind of nuances that you want to be aware of in terms of obviously what works with us, what works best, and what your returns are going to be. Because of the amber and the wholesale model, a bigger battery can mean that your ROI can be affected quite nicely. So have a look at the kind of the ROI calculator and think about the battery size that you want to be using and have some excess capacity available to send back to the grid.